What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into this video here. And somebody who follows my Instagram page, ElvisistheMan, showed me this footage and I wanted to make it a video for you guys. So this footage is from November 14th, 1970. This was the first show that Elvis did at the LA Forum. There was such a demand to see Elvis that they added a second show later on that evening. And there was a third show that wanted to, they wanted to make out of it, but Elvis had to be in San Diego the next day, so they couldn't do it. The first show sold out in 4 hours, and this is a nearly 20-seat stadium. And the second show sold out in 6 hours, and the third, they were getting requests from Hawaii, Canada to do a third show, but Elvis just had, he was doing a 7-city tour in this November tour, which came from the September tour was the first one, and then he had a little layoff in October, and then this was the second tour of 1970. So the crowds for these concerts were crazy. The band members told the story of, as they were on the bus to the hotel, fans just swarmed the bus, probably thinking Elvis was in there, or whoever, they just wanted a piece of Elvis something, and they were shaking the bus back and forth so hard it was almost tipping the bus over. And the security had to finally come and try to break up the crowd so they weren't injured. Kathy Westmoreland was thinking, do we stay in here? Or do we leave and risk it? Because either way, it doesn't look like it's going good. So anyway, now I'll give Colonel credit about this show, because, and all shows really, what happened was teenagers were lined up since 4 p.m. the previous day to get in, and they would have got the first row tickets. The first few rows would have gone to them. But they waited so long, they weren't able at first to get those good seats because they were reserved for, the elites and, this and that. But Colonel, when he found out about it, he said, no, first come, first serve. We're not saving seats. There's not going to be free tickets. Everybody had to pay for a ticket. And the nice thing is, with Elvis, he didn't let the ticket prices go so high. Tickets were $5, $10. They could have gone double that, up to $20, and Elvis would have made double the revenue for those shows. But he wanted every fan to be able to see it, not just the ones who had money, and $20 in 1970 was a little more. So I hope you enjoyed this footage, and just sit back and relax.
Vegas. Watch.
Van Campbell. Van Campbell.
So I hope you all enjoyed that footage there. I just thought it was fantastic. Like, the energy that Elvis gave when he performed that's what made him the best. I mean, yeah, he was the best looking. He had one of the best, if not the best, voices of that period or of all time. Because think about it, I made videos on this. Elvis sang in that show, How Great Thou Art, which was new. And then he would do something like Johnny Be Good, or from Polk Salad Annie to, you know, Can't Help Falling in Love, where he hits those high notes at the end. Elvis was just the greatest of all time. And that was his first appearance in LA since 1957, 13-year period there. Actually, and at this show, this afternoon show, because remember there was an afternoon show and an evening show. At the afternoon show, Ozzy Osbourne was there. And so I also made a video about what Ozzy said about that performance. If you want to check it out, the link will be in the description along with the other links to my other channels and Patreon. A fun fact about this concert, Elvis broke the single day, well actually for the day, Elvis broke the single day revenue for an LA Forum concert. It was originally held by the Rolling Stones. They did $238,000. Elvis in that single day had $313,000 that he made. So he broke all records. So which shows that when Elvis focused himself and did what he actually wanted to do, he was the greatest. He broke all the records, went to #1 on the charts again, which was the previous year. He could do it all. He was the man. Now, I'll leave you guys off with a little interesting fact about this show. Elvis did 2 shows that day, like I said. The first one, which is the footage you just saw, he was very energetic, wild, totally into it. But a lot of reports say by the second show, the one with the long fringe, that he was maybe halfway into it looking like he was a little tired, like his movements were a little slower. His energy was maybe at a 20 instead of a 25 on a scale of 1 to 10. They said that he seemed a little tired, and maybe he was. It was not a long tour, but he put so much energy into those tours. And actually, rather than doing like the 15 city tours and show after show after show, I think personally that it would have been better for Elvis, and tell me what you think, if he would have done less shows, because, you know, and maybe then spent a little less money. If he would have done less shows, what I think is that he would have had more energy for the shows that he did. He wouldn't have got as bored with the shows because he'd be doing less. And he would put more effort into each performance, which would avoid burnout. Elvis didn't need to tour so much. He could have just, you know, did less shows, put more effort into those shows. I don't know, he could have raised the price of tickets $5. He could have had better records, which made him more money. And he wouldn't have to do so much and spread himself so thin. You know, just my opinions on the matter. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm gonna have a few videos out this week. I hope to see your comments under all of them. Make sure you give this a like button, and you know, I'll respond obviously. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, check out the links in the description below, and we'll talk to you next time.